Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Call halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, in pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from Great Millstone, Dallas. And I want to go into this article, as we know that now they're saying that this could possibly be an issue with the virus that was spread, that's due to be spread throughout, could cause a demic. You know what I'm saying when I say that. Just like it happened in 2019, 2020, whereas, we had to they shut everything down. Okay? So I want to get right to it. This is end time headline news, and it came out May 12th. Okay, it says experts warn we're days from cruise passengers passing on virus with possible first case already reported. And if you unless you've been on a rock, you know about the cruise ship, and they had people that had caught the virus. I think it was one fatality, that it happened, and possibly more. You never know. But they let the people off the cruise ship, and they ended up in the different parts of like the U.S. Some went to like the west. One that supposedly had it went to the west, like around California. One in Texas. One over in the East Coast. It seemed like they put them in all corners and wanted to make sure it spread. See, like you say, Esau, which is the devil, the wicked one, he always sets something up to cause a scare and an uproar. But like I say, this time it's going to be worse than it happened during the time of the Ovid. And if this is going to happen, we don't know, because like I say, just like it says, we have wars and rumors of war. We have Esau to give these different narratives, and we don't know when it's going to erupt, because we know ultimately it's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? But this is something that we have to keep an eye on, because just like the O to the vid, it's just you went home one day, some of us went home from work talking about we'll see y'all Monday, and you haven't seen them since. Because what? The lockdown happened. But I'm gonna get right to it. It says, according to a report in the Daily Mail, experts warn that the first cases of the Hunter virus transmitted from passengers of the stricken MV Honduras to the general public could emerge within days as health authorities monitor a possible contact case in France. The rat-borne virus confirmed to spread person to person, and this outbreak linked to the Andes strand has already claimed 3 lives among those aboard of the vessel. No confirmed infections have occurred outside the ship so far, but the long incubation period has raised urgent concerns about secondary transmission from early Decembercation. Okay? What is Decembercation? Decembercation, a formal process of passengers, crew, or good leaving a ship or aircraft by the end of a journey. Okay? I didn't know what that was. Okay? So it could be a long incubation from all those that was on that ship. Everybody all cooped up in the ship together. I know it's big, but it'd be so many people on there. This could not amount to something, but it could be mounting up something that could be very big. And we know if another demic hit, like BG said, Gates, this could very well be one, and if it hits, it's going to be way worse than the other one, the first one. It's going to be way worse, I'm going to get a quick scripture here. Matter of fact, and we see that if it's way worse, then, hey, you better be prepared for what's to come, all right? Because you got to understand, Jake, wickedness has polluted the whole earth, and this is nothing new for Esau. You know what I'm saying? He's constantly looked to bring forth strife, trouble. He holds the key to pestilence, because the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. I'm thinking of I'm gonna have to pull it up. That's what I'm looking for right there. He covered the faces of the judges. If not, where? Who is he? This is what I want here. Okay, it says, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So that's what we're about to see. All right, because with all this AI that's happening, that's coming about the earth, you have all these different viruses and the wars. It's going to bring forth a lot of strife upon households. Okay, it's going to bring a lot of strife upon households. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, when you have going back into the Spanish flu, that killed abundant amount of people, an abundance. You know, they said the Spanish flu killed more than the war. The World War. Now even have some, and that's what you got to think about. With this war constantly ramping up, and this development to a world war where people are starting to participate more into it. All right. When these wars happen, you always most of the time you have what a pestilence. Okay, some type of virus that erupts, and that's what we're seeing now. We finna see these things, and all right, because the Lord got to get this cleaned out, but we know the wicked is going to bring forth all the things upon, he's going to bring forth all these things because he want to wipe out a lot of the people in this world. Mainly you so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans, who are the nation of Israel. 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. I want to go to 6, Lucky. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 6, it says, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. See, he's going to look to fulfill his belly. When you look at fulfilling his belly, he want to get the population down to 500 million people, says the Georgia Guidestone. Okay? He want to bring forth more AI, because he want to one day put himself into his thoughts, or his la'ab, his mindset, okay, his spirit into these different machines and things like that, because he want to live forever. He wants to live forever. That is what Esau's plan is. And it starts with what? Getting rid of people. And one of the main ways to get rid of a lot of people on earth quick and fast and is what? Have something to spread throughout society. You got the movie Contagion. You got the movie Outbreak. All right. What's the movie with World War Z? And you can go so on and so on. Because it's just these movies, what do it start off with? When you say, oh, it's like zombie apocalypse, it's all, a lot of them start with viruses. All right, when people getting sick, a lot of them start with that. And this ain't medical information. This is just something that I'm talking about as far as movies. This is something that the wicked one would do to help for his agenda, help for the affliction on the people. And when you're going to lockdown, what? You have people that's going to have without jobs. Now you don't got the ships coming in. I think, about a week or so ago, the last ship came in, all right, from the area of, I guess, coming in from the Strait of Hormuz area. This is going to cause what? Lack of bread in the streets. The Lord says in Ezekiel, around Ezekiel 4, said he was going to what? Break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. He's going to break the staff of bread in Babylon. People are going to be starving. And it starts with what? Plagues and pestilence. Okay? All right? This is Matthew 24 and verse 7. And read, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And California, it was an abundance of earthquakes that just happened, and like this past few days, and it's been an abundance. And like I say, people were like, well, it wasn't like a 1 point something or 2 point something. Regardless, those are earthquakes, those are tremors, and the things can only get worse. Because we know the days we're in, these days are evil. All right? And we know due to these days are evil, we know what Esau's trying to do. He's setting up for the downfall, the collapse. This is a organized demolition that he's looking to do upon the people and upon America and upon the world. Because he's looking to do what? Transfer everything into his dollar. Lucky about that. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. This is back into the article. It said to put a potential contact case was identified Tuesday morning in Concernal, I'm saying it correctly, in Bryn Venesti Department. The individual who had been in contact with someone carrying the virus was transferred to the University Hospital or Rennes for testing. I might be jacking up these names, but if so, Slovakia. Okay, and this is going to continue to happen. Okay, and like I say, this virus, I don't know. We don't know if this is going to be something that's really going to be a vital point of the cause for bring forth a lockdown. But if we're not getting goods in like we're supposed to, if all these things are not coming in, yeah, he's got to do something. So he want to get people in the house. So if it do come up where it's truly bringing forth martial law, you already have people in place and not out and about. And this also is not the time where you want to be out in a lot of crowds right now, Aquaf, because a lot of crowds could bring forth terrorists. A lot of and being in a crowded area can bring forth a spread of these different viruses. So just keep your head on the swivel and be mindful, because these days are evil, as it says in let me see here. This is Ephesians 5:15. It says, see you walk circumspectly, keep your eyes on the head on the swivel. All right, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time. Okay, bringing back, knowing what the times are, because the days are evil. These are bad times because Esau rules the world. Okay, so be mindful of that. Be mindful of what's the scourges of this world are going on. They'll put lashes on you. You got to be mindful of that. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.